Hello everyone. So I am here today to do a sketchbook tour, and for a disclaimer, the last time I uploaded a video was 9 months ago. So my art has improved drastically. I've already started my other sketchbook a while ago. I'm over halfway through with that one, but I thought might as well go through this to keep my channel alive and for no reason. So starting off, this is mixed media paper by Canson. It can be used for acrylic and watercolor. It has 60 pages and it's nice, and the paper is thick and it's quality. So this is my front page. It's really dorky and really terrible. My art has improved. Trust me on that. But, so this is covering up my phone number because I accidentally put my phone number in here. But this is my 5th sketchbook, and this is my self-character. It's a really awful, but yeah. And then I came up with a whole bunch of backstory for this character, and I was drawing some eyes and thinking of how I wanted to do the front cover. This is all of the gosh darn backstory and information on my character, OC. And then my Hero Academia. This was for a TikTok. I drew these. Oh, so this was made in math class. So I was drawing swords because I like drawing swords. This cacti is cute. A woos. That's a really nice hand. It's very chibi. We have a burger. And we have a blah face or whatever. And we have a character. And we have Starbucks plus cake equals whatever the heck happened here. I don't know. Don't ask me. So I was eating at an Asian restaurant when I drew these. So, of course, I had to draw chopsticks and noodles and characters from animes and Bakugo and a strawberry and eyes. So apparently these are my OCs. I do not really consider them my OCs anymore. I don't really draw them like this anymore. I don't know. So we have Clover, Lolly, me, and some other random person. And then I think that is Momo from My Hero Academia. I wanted to do her signature hair, but don't know. Oh, this is for a digital piece that I never finished. So basically, these are all my friends. We have Mudkip, Quilava, Charmander, and Vulpix. No, not Vulpix. Finnegan. Sorry. And they're all starters, and they're all fire. Except for him, Mudkip. He's water. But, yeah. And I tried to draw it on here, and it failed. So, these are characters. This was also for a TikTok that I never finished. But it was good. It's about holidays. And then here's me trying to draw the last drawing again. Oh gosh. Here's me trying to recreate anime. As you saw before, I'm not very good at drawing anime back then. And so this is me trying to get back into that, and it failed. But yeah, I had a very cutesy style before. Not very much anymore. But here's some weird freaking eyes. Like, what the heck happened here? But here's Midoriya, Deku. And I copied this. All of them got copied off of the internet. But I didn't trace. I just copied off the internet. But I didn't trace. I did not trace. Todoroki. You have Bakugo. King Explosion Murder. Here's me trying to do perspective for once in my gosh darn life, but it failed miserably. Here's me trying to draw in my own style again. And then I drew Uyuraka, which is probably my favorite thing right now. It's really nice. Hold on. This is the people that I wanted to draw. I only got to a couple of them. I have Denki Kaminari, which is great. I have Dragon, which I did a lot later, but this is a free page. And then I tried doing a fusion of Pokemon. There's more of that later. Vaporeon, as always. I tried doing Steven Universe art, like those murals of the diamonds. I tried doing that for No C, and it failed. Here's Froppy. Oh, no. I said Uyuraka was my favorite. No, Froppy is my favorite. Froppy is, well, not my favorite character. That's Todoroki. Froppy is my favorite drawing that I did in this sketchbook right now. What? No. Froppy is my favorite My Hero Academia character that I drew. Okay. And then here's Mina Ashido. Ashido. Oh, of course. I had to draw this upside down. Ha. So this is me coming up with Christmas outfits. This was around November. Around that time. So fall. Thanksgiving. And I couldn't wait for Christmas. So here we go. It got smudged a lot because it's pencil. And then here's Zero. Earphone jack. I got a marker and so I tested it. And I drew a mustache. And cutesy and an octopus and a sword. Oh, I freaking love this one. So that, don't mind that one. But I drew eyes, and I drew whatever this is, rough sketch. And then this is what I finally came up with, and I really like her hair. I think it turned out wonderful. My friend was coming up with a story, and so she wanted me to draw the characters, so I tried my best. I don't think it's my best work, but she liked it, so here's a planet. Here's us when we grow up. She wants to be an astronaut. And I want to be an engineer, so that's great. Here's something from my TikTok again. This one was a Pokemon trainer. So we have Leafeon, and we have Pokemon Trainer. I think it looks really nice. Of course I can draw better now, but that's what I did before. So we have Coffee, then we have a medieval lady, which turned out really nice, and then we have like 1950s style, but not the best. Here's a dragon that I wanted to draw, Bongo Cat, and Espeon, as always. I really wanted to get better at drawing dragons, so I tried drawing this one first, didn't turn out so good, and it's like, well, you know what? Dragons have similar body types to dogs, so I drew a dog. And that helped me a lot because, as you can see, I have two dragons here. Two dragons here. This one and this one, which are really nice. It has a big head though. But, yeah. Here's another dragon. It's called Twilight Wings, and it's like a made-up dragon from the Wings of Fire series. So it has all of its information and what it looks like. And then here's bonsai trees and an ants. These are inspired by Kasey Golden. Go check out her channel. She's amazing. So much better at art than me. We have more eyes, as always. And then I wanted to draw a profile picture. And I said that it needed work, but this is actually really good. I need to work on that more. I haven't drawn profiles in forever, but I have a witch thing that I never got to. I have a dog, if you can even call that a dog. You can't. I tried drawing upwards, didn't really work. Here's this thing, and here's another dog sitting on top of a cliff. I wanted to work on hands because I can't draw hands, and then my friends came up with a drawing prompt of us as our evolutions eating pizza. So that's what we're doing. So we have an autumn fox and winter polar bear, and these are super cute. I forgot the ears on this one, so that really sucks, but that's okay. I think I love her outfit more. I like both of their outfits. This one was copied off of the internet though. This one is the sun and moon girl outfit that you start off with, but it's winter themed, so that's really nice. And then we have lyrics from a song, because apparently I really like that song. You can see just how long ago that was. You have a bonsai tree and more eyes and a seal. Then we have plants, and yeah, it's really nice. Move. Go away. Go away! Okay, anyways. I have swatches of my new Tombow water marker pens, whatever you want to call it. And then I copied this from... Can you go? Jeez, I'm sorry, guys. And then I have this one, which her outfit came from Blackpink, but it's a cat, and it's really nice. And then I have my original character, Lena Green. This is her in the uniform for UA. And we have her in Lapis's, from Lapis Lazli's outfit from when she was playing baseball with Steven and the Rubies and Sapphire. And she also has water wings. Here are some thumbnail ideas. I really like that one. And I like that one. But I ended up drawing that one, so that's what I did. The legs are a bit thick, but who knows? Oh god, that is terrifying. What the heck? Anyways, remember this thing? Yeah, I tried to draw that, but it didn't really work. Also, option 1 and option 2 for medieval style, and I like them both. Moon Goddess, which was another drawing prompt, and then this was for MV Terry. No, wait. It's a YouTuber with a snail persona, and he has a friend, and so this is Suki. Oh, and here's a comic that I worked hard on. So this is from, the words are from Detroit Become Human, and yeah, it's nice. You can pause and read that, but I'm gonna move on. This is somebody working out, and then we have Christmas theme things, which is really nice. So this is her with ice wings decorating a tree. And then this one, I told you there's going to be more Pokemon fusions, so this is Arcanine and Reshiram. And this is by far one of the best things that I have ever drawn in my life. I have peaked, guys. There's no more that I can do. Moving on, we have a sushi bird, which is adorable. And then we have Lena Green, another bonsai, a dragon, and random things that I was drawing. This is for my design model class. We were going to build CO2 cars, I think. And then we have Todoroki. It's really bad. Tuxedo mask. And we have a bird, and then Lena Green again. And these are body types. So men generally have broader shoulders, and then ladies have hourglass shapes. And there's so many other ones, but those are what I copied off of the internet. More swatches, and here's a Cosmog right there. And then we have another Pokemon fusion. This one is Lola Ninetales and Cosmog. I worked really hard to go and get all the shades right there with my colored pencils. Dead. Apparently I wasn't feeling so good. Here's more Lena Green, and then I tried drawing Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Daisy and Donald as humans. I think I drew the girls better. I really like the way Minnie turned out. The rest is not as good. So this is around Christmas time now. Christmas, whatever. You have Drunk Me and Mouth. And then we have another comic. Again, you can pause and read that. And then we have Flare Wings. And then we have dogs and poodles. And then we have an otter that I copied off of the internet. And then I got into Hazbin Hotel. And so what I did was I tried to change my focus from Lena Green to Pandora. Not the best. She had a scythe as a weapon, and she was heavily inspired by Angel Dust from Hazbin Hotel. And then I drew trash going into a volcano because somebody wanted me to at school, and so I did. And then here's a lot of Alistair, and this was a phase. I just drew him over and over. Props to Vizipop, because he's the best. Alistair's the best. I finally swatched my markers and then put the numbers of them on there. Try to see what I can draw with the markers. And then I tried drawing a scene of the ocean and the sky, and it turned out horribly, but who knows. Here's more Alistair, but with the markers. And then I didn't like the way the other Lena Green turned out, so I redesigned her. And I like the way this turned out better. So one of my classmates wanted to draw her COCs, and so she did. And then I tried to recreate them. I think this is a boy, but I made it into a girl, and I thought it was bad, so there's that. And then I really wanted to draw things, and I got 2 more markers, and so I drew this thing, which is really nice. Although when I did this, I didn't give it enough time to dry, and so it smudged onto here, and now I am sad. But those feet are really nice. I'm not good at drawing feet. Anyways, I started drawing myself in a tuxedo again, and this was supposed to be a steampunk thing, but I never finished those. Once again, inspired by Kasey Golden, with her simplistic style and those little blobs inside of the characters. I think that's really cute. Here's Lapis Lazuli and Manaphy. The knife game. I got really good at that. And then I wanted to draw more hands, and so I did. And then my friend told me to draw a dragon, and so I did. And then I tried to draw it bigger, but I didn't. And so this is the only thing that I came up with that was relatively good. And then Country Humans, which is an entire controversial thing. My friend came up with an OC called Mistletoe, and so I redrew her. And then some person in my science class, shout out to Belle, you're not watching this, but if you are, shout out to you. She was drawing in her sketchbook, and I wanted to see, and she was like hiding it from everybody, and so it's like, can I see what, I slid this over to her, and she showed me, and she is an amazing artist. And then here's me trying to draw myself with the markers, which is really bad. And that's it. So that is my entire sketchbook tour. Everything, all the characters and fan art that I did belongs to its rightful owners. I do not own any of it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this sketchbook tour, and I will see you again later, whenever that is. Bye!